Good morning from Florida in the USA. Had a great firing. Everything came out, I think, really pretty. Did a number of pieces like I did Mom's Teapot with the iridescent iron as the first dip, and then a quick dip in jade. And the colors are really nice. There, now you can kind of see the colors. And I made 2 little sake cups to go with it. Again, that's a quick dip of jade over iridescent iron. And I did the same thing on a beautiful toasty shell mug. I fill the inside with iridescent iron and then dip the iridescent iron again to just under the shell, and then a full dip in jade. So what happens is the bottom part has more of that translucent jade, and the top part gets this nice olive green over toasty brown. Anyway, I'm very happy with that mug, and it's going to go to somebody special. And then, of course, I'm always copying or trying to copy Steve Bouton. So I made a couple of these little plates to hold cups. And what I did with this one was I made lines in it from here all the way to there. And then I only waxed half of the width of the lines. And then I dipped it in iron red to like there. And then I dipped it in jade there. So what I've got is not iron red, iridescent iron. So I have iridescent iron, which is almost like a black brown. Then I have the combo, which is the same kind of texture that I got up there. And then the raw clay, and then jade. And then these cups are dipped in iridescent iron and then jade. I think it looks pretty. Of course, I'm the olive green girl, so I would think it looks pretty. And then my poppy mugs are kind of exciting. Really loose and everyone's different, and you know, everyone has a flower and then a bending bud somewhere, and it really came out nice. The red contrasts against the gray green, and I probably could have used a little more white in the middle, but I think they're really interesting. So I'm pretty happy with those. My husband thinks they're really nice, so if he likes them, that's good. The one that goes on its side I think is the prettiest. I'm going to do more like that. And this fog is just a great contrast against the red. See if I can get in close. There, that captures it better. Because I use different glazes, iron red, and then the really red, and then a little bit of brown, and because I layer it on, it gives it a real sense of depth. And then when I wax, I try to leave a little raw clay here and there, and that adds to sort of like the highlight around the petals, if that makes sense. Oops, almost dropped the camera. And this one's on its side, but it also has a bud, a droopy bud. Crash. Happy with those. Did some repeat wear. These are the mugs with the white shells. I thought it was too contrasty with some of the darker colors, so I dipped the mugs, waxed the white shells, dipped the mugs in fog, and then I dipped them in cream right to this point. And I think next time I'm going to dip them in fog even less, because they all survived beautifully, but a couple of them were a close call. And then some more repeat wear, some salsa servers. These are Sea Mist over Chino. Very simple, simple to make. Put them together at leather hard. Pull a handle like you would a mug. Just strap it over. In fact, it looks good when the glaze kind of drips down over the little handle. Gives it nice texture, I think. Now this was an experiment. I made a couple of these little bowls, and I thought, what the heck, I'll just do something cool with them. So I filled them with Chun Red, and then I dipped them, holding them from the foot, into Chino. And the Chun Red dripped from, when I dipped them, I only maybe dipped them into the Chino maybe a ½ inch. Look how far it dripped down into that Chino. Chun Red, I mean. So that's Chun Red that's dripped itself all the way over the Chino. But the inside, it's hard to see, of course. But there's some breaking down in there, not just the red and the foamy break, but there's some breaking to this really bright teal color. There, you can sort of see it. Really pretty. I think I'm going to like this Chun Red. So I made 2 of them. The edge looks really pretty too, because of course a little bit of the Chino got in there. Chino, rather. Oh, there you go. There's that teal. Anyway, I really like these my 2 little bowls. I also did an official test of Chun Red and Fern Mist. These were 2 mugs that got too dry to handle, so I just filled the inside with Chun Red, poured it out, and dipped it down into the Chun Red. Chun Red, all by itself, really didn't move much at all. I dipped it maybe a ¼ inch above where the line is there. So it's really beautiful by itself. Poppy, quiet. Good quiet. We're going to obedience school. Bad quiet. So, and also, I don't know why, but the clay itself got very toasty, as opposed to the Fern Mist, where the clay didn't change much at all, and they were right next to each other, and they were thrown on the same day with the same clay. So this Chun Red must somehow, the vapors must get on the clay that's raw. That's good for me to remember because it's really pretty. A+. Oh yeah, and I mixed this to 1500 on my hydrometer, and that's what I got. And same thing here, 1500 on the hydrometer. It did not move at all, maybe a ¼ inch, and the color is much more muted and matte with really nice brown stuff in it, like it's got iron in it or something. Really, really pretty. Now, when it goes over something else, it turns into that bright green. I'm just gabbing on and on and on this time. I'm very happy with this firing. Then I did something for a test. In Florida, especially in the Venice area, there's a lot of shark's teeth, some of them many millions of years old. And years ago, my husband used to collect them. He has really big ones, and he also has these little baby ones. So since it's so popular down here to find these little baby shark teeth, I thought, I wonder what would happen if you fire a shark tooth. So I put it in a little piece of clay as a test. And the shark tooth looks all burnt up, but it didn't vaporize. And so I picked it up, and look at what it did. It left this shiny little shark tooth imprint. It's like it made its own glaze. It's very shiny in there, and it looks like a shark tooth. So needless to say, I'm going to incorporate that into something. I'm not sure what. So, very happy. Chun red inside over Chino on the outside. Sea mist over Chino on my salsa servers. A lot of pieces with iridescent iron with a quick dip of jade over it. Thrilled with this piece. Makes me want to go out and buy some sake. Thrilled with the colors on this piece. I think the poppies are cool. I like the idea of one poppy in a bud, and I especially like the poppy on it at an angle. I think that one looks the best. Very happy with the white shells with the lighter glazes. And my tests came out pretty good. Happy day in the pottery. Thanks for watching.